Hi guys, Creative Lori here. Welcome everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm a home stager and I am just catching up on my own Christmas decor. If you like what you see here, please like and subscribe, and hopefully you can join me on my decor journey in my own home. I am transitioning it. I am doing some renovations as well, so I need to post another one for that. But I wanted to show you how I did my entryway. It's a really dark space. You can't see the light, but I made it last year. I'm probably going to change it to something a little bit bigger. But I just wanted to show you how quickly I changed this whole space for Christmas for $3.40 roughly. I bought everything after Christmas. Well, except for three things, and I'll show you. So here's my front door. That wall I still have not painted, which I will. This was when my walls were white, and then that pop of color was really working. It's called puce or celadon. Not working anymore that I had the inside painted gray. So here is which I will do that probably, I don't know, before Christmas, after Christmas, I'm not really sure. This is what I did in my entryway. I always have a mirror here and where I just showed you to bounce off light because it is so dark. At some point I would like to get a door that has a window at the top of the door. But right now I feel it's fine. So I have to film this when I can. But I have these two. They're nightstands from, let's see, they were from Bombay & Company, and they were a gift from my sister. So I turned one of them into a wine rack, and the shelves are still there, but they're underneath, and they didn't have doors. So that was fine. I pushed them together. I can make a buffet out of them. I can use them separately, but I really like them together. You've probably seen them a million times. For spring, I had this same wreath that I got from Goodwill. It had a bunch of like fruits and feathers on it, which I kept, but I deconstructed it. And I keep using this wreath because it's so neutral and natural, which I like. So this is, I would say, my spin on like a farmhouse, pottery barn look. I got this little Amazing Grace sign from the 99-cent store. I believe it was $1.99. I bought about 4 of them last year. Different sayings. I gave 2 to my sister and I kept 2. But over here, before we get into what I did, this will be a short video, guys. So I have this cast iron candle, standalone candlestick. Very heavy. I painted it white. I got it on Craigslist, 15 years ago, I think, and I think I spent $10 on it, maybe 15. And it's not perfect, but I love it, and it's just beautiful. So all I did was, one of the candles from the dollar store is I put a little ring around the candle, and then I had some leftover like sprigs of greenery from another wreath I deconstructed from the Goodwill. Let me push it down a little bit. So that didn't cost me anything. This one, I had this floral bucket. I've had it for years. I've used it in staging for years. They are expensive. They can be, but I got it at the Goodwill outlet. And I just always have like a piece of burlap tied around the base, and I always typically put flowers in it. So for spring, I always had the hydrangeas, and I love white as an accent. This wall will get painted. It's a dark chocolate brown, espresso brown, really. And all I did was, last year these went on sale. I bought a few for, I don't know, I think I bought 4 bunches last year at 97 cents. There are poinsettias that are in burlap, and they have really pretty like glitter centers. So I just stuffed them in, and I thought it was like a nice complement with the hydrangeas. Now I did buy like 4 more after Christmas, and I didn't get to use those, but they were 90% off, so they were about 9 cents each stem. So I forgot to add that into my total. So I would say this whole look cost me $3.40 80 cents. So that includes the poinsettias, because I did use 4 of them last year. And then I got 4 more after Christmas. And then over here, this area really needed to be functional because I do have tenants that live here, and they do put their shoes like in the corner or over here. So it really just is a drop-off space. And when you're decorating, if you have very few things to decorate with or very little time, like I've had, then doing a wreath on the door, your entryway, and a tree somewhere, maybe like a coffee table decorated, you're done. That's all it really takes, just to sprinkle a little bit everywhere. But where you do it, don't let it be just like one thing here, one thing there. Sometimes it looks a little too sparse that way. And so anyways, for me, I put this little beechwood tray that I've had. I think I got that for free. And I just put our, we put our keys in it. And then this is from Hearth and Hand from Target last year. I got it as a gift from my dear friend Diane. Hi Diane, thank you so much, I love it. So in there, I had bought these last year, which I did use these last year, so I'm not counting it in my decor, but these were like $2 each, these pine cones, and they're red, like plastic. I bought 3 of them. I have 2 in here, and then at the bottom, this is what cost me $3. These little white birch chips, and they were from the Dollar Tree. I bought 3 of them like in October. Okay, they're called wood stems. And I wish I had like maybe 1 more, but maybe next year I'll buy another one. But everything I've already had, so I didn't want to go overboard. Here's some more of that greenery from a Goodwill wreath. And then I have one of these from a couple of years ago. I got a 90% off. It was probably 10 cents for the antler. Had these pine cones already from 2 years ago. They're baked in the cinnamon. They still smell. Then in here I couldn't find my dollar store. They're like branches like this, but then they have like baked or like glued snow on them. And I've had them for like 15 years and I don't know where I put them. So I had 3 of these stems that have little berries on them, and I just stuck them in with this, I use these in staging. They have like lichen on them. They're very natural looking. So they kind of look like antlers really. So there was about 4 or 5 stems of those in there. And then this was from also another wreath I deconstructed. And I just plugged that in. I love the red, the punch of red, and it's a little bit flocked, I think. Has some holly on it, a little pine cone. And I put some fairy lights from the dollar store. I just keep reusing the fairy lights everywhere. And at night, this looks beautiful. And then the wreath. This wreath I loved. I think I got it for like maybe $4 at Goodwill, and I deconstructed it. And then this is the other purchase I made after Christmas. They're like the juniper, frosted junipers. They're really pretty. So there I have 4 on each side. Okay, so I take that back. So my total is about $4.20. And then I have 2 of, and I just kind of stick them in at an angle sideways on each side. I kind of like that look. And then I have 2 more of these picks that came from a wreath that I deconstructed. I like it because it has a lot of greenery in it. Not just pine or fern, you know. And then that's the Dollar Tree bow ribbon I got last year that I used all over the house. And I just simply put it on the top, wrapped it around. It's not even a bow. It's just, I curled it, and that's it. Because it has wire in it, so it was easily, you know, I could curl it. And then I put the little fairy lights. That's it. This space needs to be functional but welcoming. And when I have family over, I think, for Christmas, I wanted it to, when you first walk in, and say, oh, it's Christmassy in here. And it has a nice smell with the pine cones. So this is what it looks kind of far away. And then this is an armoire, an antique armoire that I have here with another wreath. I got that from Walmart, I think 2 years ago, and it was also 90% off. I think I got it for like, oh gosh, maybe it was 80% off, and I got it for like $4 or $3 something, something crazy, but it has like everything in it. I love it. So let me show you what it looks like with the lights off. It's very pretty. So obviously at night it looks a little bit better. It's like magical over here with the little twinkle lights, and then the little candle on. And I do turn it on every night. And it's just something simple we can appreciate when my family comes over. It's welcoming. They can put their keys in the bowl and we're done, you know? And then when we are in my other part of the house, you could still see the lights over here, and it looks so pretty. And then the poinsettias over here. It's just enough. I feel like you don't really need much. I didn't want to do a lot because I had a lot going on this year again, and I wanted to keep it simple basically because I didn't have a lot of time. So guys, I hope you like it. I'm trying to do this in the dark and back up carefully. But it doesn't take a lot of money to decorate. If you have certain things, go out in your backyard, front yard, collect sticks. I didn't really have very many. I know I could have gotten them from somewhere else, but I was happy with what I had, and it was just enough. And I love the neutral kind of look to it all. Pottery Barn is probably my favorite look, so because it's a little more versatile too. It has a little bit of country, a little farmhouse, a little bit of modern. So I love it all. It's how they mix it together is what they're really good at. And I like to try to model that in staging sometimes and in my own home. So if you like this, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. I will be showing you the next several days all of my decor. My tree will be next. I made it out of a ladder, and so hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. Guys, I will see you soon. Bye.